looking at ways that we can help ourselves with anxiety in the moment. How many times have you, let me give you an example. I was in a taxi traveling from the centre of Toronto to the airport, and I had a taxi driver that I don't believe he took his foot off the accelerator. So much as I'm a fairly calm person, I could feel my anxiety building in my body. I could feel myself getting warm. I could feel all the symptoms. So what I did, I took my hands, your non-dominant hand. So the two fingers, your index finger and your middle finger of your non-dominant hand. And I want you to just wrap your hands around it. Just wrap it around until you can feel just that very slight pulse. Now try and find that feeling. Look for that feeling. Again, I kind of look at, I like the science of it. So for me, our hands are incredible acupressure points. You look at some of the ancient medicines, and some of the things that they did would involve the hands alongside the body in the meridian lines. So the 007 fingers, wrap your finger around and just try and find that feeling. You can use it wherever you are. Use it wherever you are. You tend to generally always have your hands with you, so it's a good thing to do. And actually, you can always grab hold. So that's tip number 2, taking hold of anxiety, giving it a hug. And you'll feel your breath change. Lose that feeling that was there, wherever it was, in your head, in your stomach, in your chest. It's almost like a sticking plaster at that time. But what it does as well, I believe, is because it doesn't become that bigger and bigger thing, is that it also helps to start to change how the brain thinks at those situations. So it doesn't become a rolling thing getting bigger and bigger. So I think it's an important thing. I, as a therapist, use it. I teach every client I see it. That angry moment where you wish you hadn't said something, but it's kicked in and that feeling's kind of come up from inside and it's come out your mouth before you've had a chance to stop it. So how about a technique to put the brakes on, to give you that moment to think? Quite often in those cases, we regret as soon as we've said. So these techniques are just simple, quick access techniques. So think of that situation, and someone's cut you up on the street or said something at work. It doesn't really matter. Find that thing that, or it could be something on the TV with all the stuff going on TV at the moment. Find that feeling in your body. Find where it is. Then what I want you to do is to take, again, your non-dominant hand. And then with 2 fingers of the other hand, I just want you to press down on the little finger. When you press down the little finger, you should find that feeling disappears. Doesn't matter where you are. You don't need to have your hand up when you're doing it. You can be down by your side. Nobody needs to know you're doing it. So just simply press down on that little finger. And watch that feeling float away. You won't find it in your body. That feeling that was there, it's gone. And again, I believe it's because you can't make a full fist, and our body relies on being in certain positions to be able to do things. So if I said to you, fake a smile, it's because you can, and then try and think of something sad, it's impossible to do. And vice versa. Put the frown on, change all the movements in your body, put your body down, and then try and think of something happy. Our body is very much worked through everything, through our body language. You see it with people. You see that person that you look at and you think, oh, they look sad, but they've not said anything. You're actually watching their body language. So we do it more than we think. So we're breaking into these areas and using our own skills within us, which is what I think is so important about this. We have the technology inside of us, human technology, that can make a difference to us. So what I'd like to do is to ask you a quick question. How many times when you're stressed, if you wanted that quick technique just to calm everything down? How about knowing that at the end of your fingertips? It's one of those answers, one of those suggestions, one of those techniques that we can show you. So just taking those two fingers and imagining a sideways 8 across your head, and about 20 to 30 times just circling. And what you'll find, I always say to people, you do not have to believe in this stuff for it to work, is your body starts to relax. Now they're looking in and questioning whether this point here goes directly to the pineal gland. And it makes me think, potentially, personally, it's true. And if we look at the ancient Egyptians and the Eye of Horus, that's actually the shape of the Eye of Horus. So it almost pictures the same kind of description of the optic nerve that goes behind the eye, and where the pineal gland would sit behind that. Who knows? Just my fact of the day. They believe it releases dopamine into the body.